They did. I mean, it took everything we had too. I mean, that's a really really good basketball team that we beat there. That has a lot of nice pieces. I think the first 5 minutes, I think our guys was a little shocked to the system just how hard they played and how tough they were and how physical they were. They were really taking the game to us early. That you know, by the first media timeout. But our guys did a nice job adjusting, and we settled down. We did a nice job on the glass, and then actually had a really, really, really good second half of defense. And we gave up a couple threes right there at the end, and obviously that breakaway dunk. But prior to that, it was really, really good second half defense that made the difference.
Nice to have some punch off the bench, especially Braden.
Yeah, but BF's doing a nice job. I mean, I think that redshirt year last year really, really helped him, and he's got a lot to his game. He can score in the post. He can stretch out a little bit, and then tonight he rebounded, which was a big step. He has not been doing that, so that was a big step.
How did Dusty handle the last 4 or 5 days, realizing he was going to start for you guys, and he kind of did a little bit of everything?
He's pretty unflappable. I mean, he's got kind of a California cool casualness to him that I'm always teasing him about, but it serves him well, I think, in these instances. And yeah, he was fine, and stepped up, made 2 big threes, and made all those kind of Dusty plays where he's tracking down rebounds, poking balls loose, and there aren't many positives in Steele's situation. It's a shame. It's kind of heartbreaking, with all the work he's put in and just, the decision that he made, the courage to do it. And but probably more minutes out of Dusty will be a positive for the program, in his development. It's really, really going to help. It kind of forces you into just kind of living with a lot of, mistakes and things that maybe you wouldn't have to if Steele was out there.
Yeah, speaking of unflappable, Ryan Nemhart, 40 minutes, played the whole game, 1 turnover. How was that?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of Nemhart-esque, That's kind of what they do. And, I kept asking if he needed a blow, and he said he didn't. And I think, we'll lean into those guards pretty hard here, especially early. I mean, we played Nolan 38, it looks like. So, but they want to play and they like to play. And yeah, I mean, especially the way he turned the ball over a decent amount here early in some of our scrimmages and some of our exhibitions and stuff. So that was a great sign.
What is it about Ryan and Nolan and how about their games that complement each other so well?
First of all, I mean, I think there's a general they really like each other. I think that we got them here, and I remember talking to Nolan last year when we were going after Ryan, and he instead of being threatened by him, he was excited and wanted to help getting him here, and I thought that was a really, really big step there. And then, I mean, I think having Ryan, it just kind of frees up Nolan to kind of play how he wants to play. I don't know that he really wanted to set up our offense and have all those, point guard responsibilities. He's got some scoring to him. I think he's probably better served as just kind of a combo, and he's great when we can call him into a ball screen because he's kind of got a scoring mentality, and he knows our system in and out and knows what we're looking for. And, I mean, they're playing great together. They really are.
And they score inside, too. It's kind of different for smaller guards. They get in and can finish.
Yeah, they can. I think there's still some room for improvement there. They're standing over here right now. But, yeah, there's some room for improvement on those because I think we'll see that a lot with how people guard us. So.
Coach, when you're playing a lot of guys, when you're trying to figure out, how your lineup and rotation shake out, how important is it to play a tough game like this where you get to kind of test everybody in a tight game?
Yeah, I mean, it's good and bad. I mean, I think it's important. I gotta continue to grow our bench. I got to get June in there. I got to get Luka in there. Luka's had some good stretches for us. We just got to, but that's a lot to throw him in there when you're playing against fifth-year, like really smart Ivy League guys that are going to cut you or, draw fouls. And I mean, that's a hard ask for guys that are new to our program, new to the United States, new to the language and all that. It's a hard ask. And so, those guys are going to be fine though. So.
You guys have one more test before you go to Hawaii. What do you hope to see next Tuesday? What do you want to clean up tonight?
Yeah, we'll take the film and we'll learn a lot and practice it, and hopefully we can make some adjustments. We're kind of scrambling after the Steele thing. I think we all were in a pretty nice, at least I was very comfortable with what our rotations were, what we could run, what we could do defensively, all of that. And it just kind of, we had to reset after all that. So I think we're settling in now, and we'll figure that out.
Coach, especially with Graham kind of getting his breath back right now, how important is it for you guys to have Braden step up and be as good as he's been early?
No, it's huge. Look, it's huge. And again, we were that was going to be Caden Perry. I mean, I think we've all forgot about that. I mean, Caden was, he was and is quite a specimen, and as an athletic five, a rim runner and dunker and rim protector. So B-Huff's had to kind of adjust to playing more five maybe than he's used to, but he's done a nice job. So it's I think those two it's a good combination, kind of playing those two, and then we're still finding minutes for Ben, and then now we got to slide Anton over and play some three tonight, which we did tonight, and then we're just kind of figuring out how to play with that lineup too.
Time for one more for Coach.
Maybe balance of it. Is that maybe the way you see it playing out, the scoring wise?
I don't know. I mean, we do this every year. I think everybody always talks about the balance. Yeah. I mean, hopefully we have five good players out there on the floor, and they can all kind of score. And I think if you look at all of them, it's kind of what they do. So, obviously we've been on Anton to be more and more aggressive. I thought he had a great second half tonight, and but the other guys are kind of wired to make shots and score. So when they're out there, that's kind of what they do.
Change and what led you guys to tonight? Was it just settling in?
Yeah, I think that was just all it was, just settling in. First game jitters. Just figuring out what we need to do on the defensive end, coming together, whether that's helping, what we need to, help side stuff, anything. I think just settling in is what we did the first media for sure.
Ryan, you tired? You played the whole game tonight.
Yeah, a little tired, but get some rest. Got an off day tomorrow probably, so some rest and get back at it. Get some fluids in.
He asked you if you needed a rest, and you told him you were good. I mean, just what goes into that, knowing that you're playing essentially the whole game.
So I'd just rather be on the court than be sitting on the bench. So yeah, that's pretty much it, really.
What has caused you guys to mesh so well together so quickly?
I think we just both know how to play basketball. We're both unselfish. We both enjoy playing with each other. We've both been working all summer together and kind of built a relationship, and it's been working really good so far, and I can't wait to see where it goes, honestly.
What do you think, Ellen? Why is it working so well?
Oh man, I honestly think it's been working for me just to get me off the ball a little bit. I've been all last year. I was on the ball constantly. Being able to have a second guard right by me, doing the same thing I was doing last year, it just takes a lot of weight off my shoulders for sure.
Coach Fee was talking about how he brought the idea of bringing Ryan to Gonzaga to you. What was your reaction when he brought that up to you and talked about switching positions and you got like this and
Yeah.
how did that conversation go?
No, like I said, I was hyped. Like we needed him, especially I needed him. I'm not gonna say we needed him, but I feel like I needed him for sure. So, yeah, me and Coach Few, we was on the same page. It wasn't no bad, bad feelings or nothing. I understood. Yeah.
Ryan, was Nolan recruiting you pretty hard to kind of was one of the main guys involved in training each year?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. We definitely talked over Instagram when I hopped in the portal, and I played against him in high school and stuff, so we already kind of knew each other from that and stuff. So, I knew how great of a player he was. I know the stuff he did here the year before, and I would love to share the backcourt with him. So it was definitely effective.
What was it like watching Steele go down and just kind of dealing with that in the opening week of the season?
Yeah, man, it's tough. You feel for him more than anything, honestly. He's in his 5th year. He came here to start something new, have a good year here, and it sucks for him to go down like that before the start of the season. So it's tough for us. We love him. He's been a great guy for us all summer and all preseason. So it's definitely tough.
Ryan, it seems like you aggressive tonight. Has that been something coach has been kind of getting in, like pumping you up a little bit more to be a little bit more aggressive, especially early?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I know he needs us me and Nolan to be aggressive and put some pressure, put some foul pressure on, and try and get some buckets for us. And just me personally too. I think I need to be more aggressive, and just I think it helps everybody when I'm trying to score the ball first.
Guys, how about the freshmen tonight? I mean, especially, Braden and Dusty. Just what's kind of your takeaway from how they played tonight?
I'll take that one. I'll take it. Nah, they're great players. B Hill's been great all summer. I think that redshirt year really helped him get stronger, just get acclimated. He could really hoop, put the ball on the rim. And Dusty's been great too. Getting put in a tough situation for his first game. But he's super active on defense, plays really hard, and he's a spark plug for us. So they both are great, and can't wait for that to continue.
Nolan, what kind of clipped in defensively? This team can shoot threes pretty well with a lot of different positions. How'd you deal with that and kind of shut them down most of that second half?
Honestly, I feel like we just fell back on the assignments, understanding what each player does. If they're a shooter or a driver, buckling down on our scout. I feel like that's what we did tonight.
Nolan, how do you think Dusty handled the last 4 or 5 days? I think you probably expected him to be part of this team, part of the rotation, but to go from a bench guy to a starter in the 3 or 4 days, how was he handled this week, and what did you think of him tonight?
It's very overwhelming, especially for a freshman. We all know that, so we just try to help him through the process, especially with these last few days with still being out. He's been doing real good though. He's not your regular freshman. The mistakes that he makes are not what regular freshmen make. He a lot of the stuff he clears it up with his energy and his defensive effort on the defensive end. So I feel like he's gonna fit right in.
Brad, there's not a lot of true freshmen that have started here.
Yeah.
That one of them is either that or Creighton. What is that like to, 4 months ago you playing high school ball or in the tournaments and then you're playing it's a pretty good team for a guy like this.
Yeah, I mean it's
Freshmen
tough.
in general.
It's tough, but at the same time, I feel like who doesn't want to start at a program like this and play big minutes at a program like this? So I think obviously he has to get used to it and get used to everything, but he's been doing a great job so far, and I think he's excited to be on the floor a little bit more, and it's just a great opportunity for him to show everybody in the country what he can do.
Time for one more. You guys have
20 minutes tonight, 7 assists, only 1 turnover. Would you say you're comfortable? Is this as high as comfortability you've had being in control of this offense so far?
Yeah, for sure. It's 3rd year of college basketball, just comfortable playing against and with great players. So I'm starting to get used to the offense a little more, starting to talk to the coaches, watching film and stuff. So I definitely feel comfortable out there.
You guys have one more chance to play another team before you go to Maui or Honolulu and play some good teams there. What do you guys want to clean up as you take against Eastern Oregon? And Coach talked about different lineups. Is it mainly kind of getting lineups ironed out and adjusting to kind of different rotations without steel?
Honestly, I would just say we just got to come out the gate more, attentive, understanding the assignments. I would say just punch them in the mouth before we, get punched. I would say.
So appreciate it.
Hey, shout out to the soccer team. Tournaments tomorrow. You guys go tune into that.